Good morning, YouTube and Facebook family. Today I'm actually here for parents. I have one of my most favorite tips and tricks in the book. It's the skill of choices, and this is adapted from Conscious Discipline. So if you're interested in learning even more about it, go to consciousdiscipline.com. You can get lots of information there. She also has a parent book that's been a lifesaver. I'm going to start out by talking about how I wish I could make my kids do exactly what I want them to do all of the time. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out for me. And I've experienced that this morning when I told my son it was time to get out of bed, and he stayed in bed for 15 minutes longer. So today we're going to talk about the skill of choices to help prevent pushback when it's time for your child to do something. So I'm going to start with the adult mindset. This is how we change our minds as their parent or as the grown-up in the home. It's the power of free will, and it means the only person that you can make do anything is yourself. The only person you can make change is yourself. And I know that we all have experience trying to get our infants to eat peas, or we have experience trying to make our child do their chores. And in reality, we cannot make anybody do anything. The only person we can make change is ourselves. However, the skill of choices will encourage your child, so it'll guide and motivate your child from within, teaching them goal achievement. It'll improve goal achievement. It points out that we make choices all day long, that they are the boss of themselves, and we're just here to help guide them. And it's some children actually struggle to make choices, and so allowing them to have some choice in a directive within your day can help improve making responsible decisions as they get older. So here's what the skill of choices sounds like. The power comes from the choice, not from forcing them to do something. And so there's like 3 steps. Step 1 is think about your goal. And so I'm going to use my daughter getting out of bed this morning as my goal. It's time to wake up and get started with the day. So that is my goal, and I have that in mind. Step 2, I'm going to think of 2 different ways that she can start that process and then allow her to choose. So I'm going to give her 2 positive choices. Now, this morning that sounded like, do you want to take a bath first, or would you like to eat breakfast first? Which one works best for you? And she chose breakfast first because she's motivated by food, but she chose breakfast. And either way, she was meeting the goal of getting out of bed and getting her day started. And step 3 is to notice that choice. I said, Kaylee, you chose to start with breakfast. You're getting your day started. That's helpful. You did it. So I'm noticing that she's following through. Now, I could say good job, but instead I gave her some detailed feedback about the choice that she made and how it was helpful to the rest of us and our day. So I'm going to think of some other choices. I know when it's time for chores, my kids hate chores, but we can start by saying, Cody, would you like to start with the dishes, or would you like to start with the trash? Which one works best for you? So remember, step 1 is to think about the goal you have in mind. Step 2 is to give 2 positive choices and what that can look like for your child. And then step 3 is to notice that. Notice when they have followed through with the choice you gave them. I think that's it. If you can think of some situations, or if you run into a situation today where you get stuck thinking of 2 positive choices for your child, post on the thread today, and we will help you out and support you with 2 positive choices for your child. This is a great skill to use before a child becomes resistant. And I'm not gonna lie, I've actually done it with my husband too. So, hey babe, I have a lot to get done tonight. Do you want to start the dishes, or do you want to make sure Kaylee gets in the bath? Which one works best for you? So it works for spouses too. So I'm wishing you well, and I hope that you will try out the skill of choices today.